We are bang in the middle of the wedding season and I'm feeling inspired to play with colors and textures in my makeup. I'm usually swamped with requests for bold, beautiful, striking makeup looks this time each year, but I sometimes feel that all of these colorful looks end up cancelling each other out. In a sea of color, subtlety can often be more compelling. So let's kick off this brand new series that we are creating with Myntra Beauty with a beautifully understated, classy makeup look. I'm a firm believer in getting the base right. This is key to any makeup look in my opinion, and it's something that doesn't quite get the importance it deserves. Pallavi has great skin, so she doesn't need much help. I've prepped Pallavi's face with Kama Ayurveda's Eladi Hydrating Ayurvedic Face Cream and Max Prep and Prime Skin. After which I've applied on her a light base using a concealer and foundation and set it with a good translucent powder. But in case you want a detailed foundation routine, let us know in the comments below. I suggest that you invest in good base products as they literally make the look. Also, they last a really long time, so I feel they're worth the spend. If radiance is your thing, bear in mind that a shimmer or iridescent product will only show up well against a well-blended matte background. Think contrasts, only this time in terms of texture versus color. That's why we've used a matte foundation here. You'll see how the shimmers will stand out against this matte background. Now carefully brush on some highlighter using very gentle strokes onto the cheekbones and the bridge of the nose. This Bobbi Brown Nude Finish Illuminating Powder in Golden is a subtle gold highlighter and works beautifully on all Indian skin tones. When you're highlighting your nose, you need to be pretty precise, otherwise you can make the nose look bigger and oily. I prefer to use a slimmer, fluffy brush to help me do this properly. Another very pretty highlight can be the Cupid's bow. Just dust on the highlighter using a fan brush on the top of your lip for a pretty as a pixie effect. Also, never use a chubby brush in general while applying highlighters because they are meant to be for very specific spots on which highlighters can be applied. Next up, it's time to sculpt that face. For most makeup looks, I usually contour using matte bronzers and make sure that I keep to the natural shadows of the face as I'm doing so. This is key to making things look believable. But this time, I'm using the MAC NC46 Studio Fix Powder Plus Foundation. The color is rich and smooth, and although it is a powder, it has a very sheer finish and doesn't ever look cakey. Once you're satisfied that this is on point, it's time to move on to eyes, blush and lips. Always remember to groom your brows according to your individual needs. You could either use a brown brow pencil or a brown brow filling powder or eyeshadow to fill them in. Go with something like this Bobbi Brown Mahogany Brow Pencil. I tend to avoid black as it can appear a bit unnatural and forced. For looks like these that focus so much on precision, a great tip is to clean up around the eye using a concealer or a foundation with a flat brush to give the brows more definition. Add either a pale shimmer eyeshadow or the same highlighter you used on your cheeks right under the arch of your brows. This step just helps sharpen things up and you'll notice the looks coming together better. Begin your eye makeup by dusting a natural color, matte or shimmer depending on your preference, such as a soft brown or a soft suede or even a rusty peach onto the eyelids from the MAC Warm Neutrals Time 15 eyeshadow palette, and brush along them, working your way into the crease for a soft colored effect. Now I know most people tend to ignore the crease, but enhancing that helps bring alive the entire makeup look, irrespective of your eye shape. Now dab some soft satiny cream eye shimmer shadow from Clinique Bountiful Beige Tint for the eyes, and layer on a dust of matching shimmer powder eyeshadow from the same MAC eyeshadow palette onto the center of your eyelids using your fingertips or a flat brush. This helps open up the eyes, making them look larger. Try to stick to the colors that are skin-like in tone but a tad lighter. You can apply the same shimmer eyeshadow in the inner corners of your eyes as well. I'm going to use Clinique Black High Impact Kajal on the upper lash line to create a small pretty winged eyeliner. I like using a combination of kajal for a soft effect and sharpening out the tips or wings with a liner. So once I draw in the kajal, I am going to finish the liner off with Estee Lauder Double Wear Gel Eyeliner in black. So now with the dark mascara, paint in both the upper and lower lashes. Make sure you take off the excess product on the brim of the vial and then go ahead with the application to avoid clumping of the lashes. For the lips, you could stick to subtle pinks, nudes or peach shades. I recommend the use of a lip primer or a dab of moisturizing balm before the application to plump up the lips. First, work in MAC's Spice Lip Liner to keep the application precise and clean. Add a soft shimmery highlight to the Cupid's bow. I'm keeping the whole look super nude and I'm going to use Inglott's matte lipstick in the number 224. Start the application of the lipstick from the center and work your way out. Blend well to give the illusion of fuller lips. If you want to make it a metallic matte lip, which can also totally work with this look, add a highlighter or eyeshadow with a brush on top of your lips. We'll finish off the look with some blush to lighten things up. Try to stick to the same shade palette for the cheeks that you used on the lips and dust on a soft hint of color. So on Follow Me, I'll be using a delicate sweep of apricot blush from Bobbi Brown. This will pull everything together and ensure that all the elements are in harmony with one another. And there you have it, a beautiful and elegant look that is stunning and sophisticated at the same time. I hope this video was helpful and that you will give this look a shot. If you'd like to purchase any of the products mentioned in the video, use the link shared in the comments and shop this look on Myntra Beauty. If you didn't already know, Myntra Beauty has an awesome selection of makeup products to suit every budget. From world-class brands like MAC Cosmetics and Bobbi Brown to more affordable offerings from L'Oréal Paris, Maybelline New York, Color Bar USA and Lakme. So be sure to check them out. Also, please let me know in the comments below if you have any questions and I will try and answer as many as I can. Until next time, stay tuned, stay glamorous.